Here we're going to be putting together the Adirondack rocker love seat by Mountain Sky Furniture Company. These directions will also be for the Adirondack chair, rocking chair. Exactly the same, just one's 48 inches wide, the other's 24 inches wide. So that's the only difference. See, this is exactly how it's going to show up in the box, just like this. This is that's the seat bottom, and then we'll have two back legs. We'll have two arm rails. The way we can tell that the armrest is just a single hole and a tenon on the other end. So those are armrests, excuse me. And you can tell the front legs have two holes in them. They have these slotted bottoms. The slotted bottom is where the rocker leg goes. We have the rocker legs, and we have the lower back leg, which also has a tenon. It'll sit like this. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our front leg, which is the ones with the grooves in the bottom, like such. And it'll have two holes inside and the tenon top. So what we want to do is get that started. And when you take your tenon to get it in the hole, sometimes it helps to just give it a little twist to get it started. Most of the tenons seat in there pretty easily. Some can be a bit of a pain. Sometimes it helps to take a little sandpaper to smooth that tenon out a little bit. I can take off a bunch, and you'll probably be able to see just that. Two twists of the sandpaper. That thing will almost slide in there on its own. Make sure the floor is clean underneath before pounding on it. And then just go ahead and put it together like such. And we'll take our back leg and see how this hole is coming out this side. We want to pick the back leg that does the exact same thing. Our main holes, we want to be coming out same side as the front to the back there. So what we can do is, as I stated before, just twist that tenon to get it started. And we'll just lightly tap that in order to get it to go. Try to make sure your holes are lined up at a 90-degree with that bottom leg. And just lightly drive that to get it seated in there, like that. We're going to take our hand of our armrest, seat that in the back, and you have to twist those just a little bit in order to get them lined up. If you use too much force at these weird angles, you can bust these legs right here. So you do have to use a bit of caution putting these Adirondacks together. It may help just to use some sandpaper to get them started. Just try to make sure you get those. Once you get them started, they generally go together pretty simply. But you can see this leg, pound it on it 4 times, it won't go together. So what I need to do, I actually need to twist it this direction in order to get it to line up. See that little bit of twist I did? Easier that thing goes together. Another thing you want to remember when you're putting those together is you want to be hitting dead to be centered when you're hitting those, or the top 8 tendons when you're hitting them. Once you get that together, you rest that hand rest down on the floor like that. Then you can hit on the back side like this in order to get that seated. That way you have something solid. If you're really putting a lot of force like this, and you're hitting like this, all that force that's being exerted is being exerted right here in the center, which could cause this to break right there. So generally what happens when we do see those breaks that happen right here is we tell the customers that, you know, we're putting it together wrong, exerting too much force. So just be careful when we're doing that. And at this point, we can find our screw bag that's also in the box. We're going to grab one of our rocker legs. And you can see it's got 2 holes. One, this is the front, the one with the hole close to there, and this is the back. So those are going to go right into there, and it's going to be even with the front leg. Even with the front leg when it's in the right position. You can see, I'll give you a little closer. It's even right here, and that's how you know that it's in the proper position. I'm just going to take 2 screws and drive those down through those holes. The holes are already there for you, so no question where that's going to go. Okay, so that leg's done. At this point, you can go ahead and get your bottom set in there. Same thing, make sure the hole is clean underneath there, and then just try to get them started evenly. Like that. You can take your seat back. See how that just dropped into place. Some of those tendons will be that way. Still be a nice solid construction when you're, once we get the screws in there. But we don't manufacture all our tendons just slide into the holes that easily. We do like them to be tighter than that. Okay, so same thing. Got our bottom leg. We'll just show you just a different option here. So what we can do is we can take our front leg, put it on our handrail first, like so. Make sure she's going the right direction. Let me put this one together first. Just show you a couple different options of assembly on our stuff. And then what we can do is go ahead and drive that in. Assembly this way can help, unless you do that. Get it together wrong. So what we're going to do here is lift this one up in place, get that tendon kind of started in there. We won't drive it yet, but then we'll, just so we can get it centered. She's seated nice, just even. Like I said, just make sure you're not exerting too much force. Just a nice